I'm Ben Thomas. In Gaza, witnesses and health officials say dozens of Palestinians have been killed or wounded as crowds flock toward food distribution points and aid airdrops today. Meantime, Joe Fetterman reports from Jerusalem on reaction to images of Israeli hostages still held in Gaza.
Gaza militants released a pair of videos over the weekend. They are two separate videos showing two men in difficult conditions. Both of the men appear emaciated and are begging for their lives. These videos have sent shockwaves across Israel. Israeli media have not stopped reporting about this for the past few days. Tens of thousands of people joined protests over the weekend, urging the government to reach a deal to bring them home. Now, Netanyahu has condemned the videos. He calls it cruel Hamas propaganda, but he has not said what his next move will be. He plans on convening his cabinet in the coming days. They're discussing various options that could mean new efforts at reaching a ceasefire deal, but they are also considering the possibility of even harsher military action.
President Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff is expected in Moscow later this week as Trump's deadline for Russia to reach a peace deal on Ukraine approaches. Texas Democrats have successfully prevented their state's House of Representatives from moving forward with a redrawn congressional map. Governor Greg Abbott's threatened to remove the Democrats from office, levy daily fines, and have the lawmakers arrested if they don't return to the Capitol. But State Representative Yolanda Jones had this to say in New York.
There is no felony in the Texas Penal Code for what he says. So respectfully, he's making up some shit, okay? He's trying to get sound bites, and he has no legal mechanism.
Several thousand workers at 3 Boeing plants in the Midwest are on strike. On Wall Street, stocks won back most of last week's big loss. The Dow climbed 585 points, or 1.3%. The S&P jumped 1.5%. The Nasdaq a full 2%. This is AP News. Actor Lonnie Anderson has died just days before her 80th birthday. Hi, Panjwani has a look at her career.
Cincinnati, WKRP.
WKRP in Cincinnati was set in an Ohio radio station trying to reinvent itself with rock music. As the station's receptionist, the blonde and high-heeled Jennifer, played by Anderson, deflected unwanted calls for her boss and kept the station efficient. Anderson earned 2 Emmy Award nominations and 3 Golden Globe nominations for the role. She also starred on the big screen with Burt Reynolds in the comedy Stroker Ace. The two later married. In 1994, they became tabloid fixtures during their messy breakup. But she spoke about that relationship in September 2021.
We had kind of a tumultuous 12 years together. But I just want to remember the good times.
Anderson was 79. I'm Haya Panjwani.
There's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician, who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Aw, they got rained out. But no worries. The 23rd Annual Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament has been rescheduled to Saturday, August 9th. Same great course at Laulau, same great format, Blackjack Double Peoria, and same great price, only $130. Sign up today for your chance to win some awesome hole-in-one prizes. A 2026 Kia Sportage from Jotun Motors, a 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SE from Triple J Motors, a 2025 Toyota Tacoma 4x4 TRD from AK Toyota, $5,000 from Pacifica Insurance, and another $5,000 from Marpac, both on hole number 7. And of course, you got our optional play. And at the awards luncheon raffle, Jeju Air and T-Way tickets, hotel room stays, dinner out, and more. Oh, so much more. Join us to support the Commonwealth Cancer Association at the Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament, now on August 9th. Aw, they got rained out. But no worries. The 23rd Annual Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament has been rescheduled to Saturday, August 9th. Same great course at Laulau, same great format, Blackjack Double Peoria, and same great price, only $130. Sign up today for your chance to win some awesome hole-in-one prizes. A 2026 Kia Sportage from Jotun Motors, a 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SE from Triple J Motors, a 2025 Toyota Tacoma 4x4 TRD from AK Toyota, $5,000 from Pacifica Insurance, and another $5,000 from Marpac, both on hole number 7. And of course, you got our optional play. And at the awards luncheon raffle, Jeju Air and T-Way tickets, hotel room stays, dinner out, and more. Oh, so much more. Join us to support the Commonwealth Cancer Association at the Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament, now on August 9th.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
As the day unfolds with laughter and cheer, Brad's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas, together we ignite. So join the palm trees, we dance through the days. The rhythm and soul, in so many ways. Together we rise, through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas, feel the love everywhere. Wake up to the sun.
Good morning, Marianas. Oh my goodness. It's just a good feel-good sound. I love this thing.
Bringing joy to our day.
All right, everybody. Hey, good morning. It is 7:45 a.m. and it is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. I had that other thing playing in the background. I listened to my good buddy down there in Guam, Ray Gibson. He's got his show going on. I listen to those guys in the morning, and because I can't listen to myself in the morning. That'd be kind of weird. I listen to myself plenty when I'm on here. But anyway, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It is Good Morning Marianas, and it is Tuesday, August 5th of the year 2025. We still do not have flying cars, but
It seems like we should by now. But hey, anyway, they're working on it. 81 degrees outside. Not super bright, not super hot, not super anything right now, but 81 degrees outside. It is really humid out there. Humidity, at 94% right now. And, man, we're looking at some scattered showers and thunderstorms today, so it's not going to be too bad. Don't worry. But it is going to be a little bit outside today. So be careful. Drive safe. Drive smart. Some of those roads are going to be pretty slick. Winds out of the east, not going to be that bad. 9 to 15 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 18. Ooh, sorry. Hold on to your toupees. And chance precipitation around 40%. So that means it's going to rain today. So now you know what's going on. That's pretty easy. That's the easiest part of our day today. My God, I'm coughing like a champ this morning. And I'm not even sick. You know, I think it's just from hanging around with too many cool people over the last few days. And that's going to continue tomorrow. Why? Because tomorrow we are taking this show on the road. That's right. We are on our way to Tinian tomorrow for the 80th anniversary of the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Nagasaki's going to be in a few more days, actually, but we're going to be in Tinian, and it's going to be a very big event. Folks coming from all over to be a part of it, and we are going to be a part of that, and we're looking forward to it. There's going to be all kinds of media coming in. There's going to be all kinds of dignitaries coming in, and it is going to be, it's not a celebration at all. It's a solemn occasion, but it's going to be a commemoration. And we're looking forward to it. Be that as it may, Tinian going to be hosting in Tinian fashion. They're going to have all kinds of everything. So they're going to have the full ceremony is going to start at 10:30, and then we're going to have the a lunch afterwards. Yay! After that, going to be kind of chill, but the big fun starts at 5 o'clock then tomorrow night, because there'll be another hosting event as well. It's going to last for a couple hours, and then we're on the way back. And I'm debating right now if we don't just stay overnight, because if we do, then I could do the next day from JC Cafe. Is that a great place to go for breakfast and a show? Yes! I'd love to do that. We did it. Geez, it feels like it's been a really long time since we've been there, so maybe I should just bite the bullet and do that, because I'm really close to doing it. We already got the car, got a room set up, and that's really more of a staging area kind of room right now. But, you know, if I just stay overnight, maybe that's the best way to do it. Holy cow, Candid News is in the house. Troy Torres, Johnny, it was so great to see you guys here. I know it was for the state funeral and everything, but still, it was great to see you guys here in Saipan. It was really wonderful. And, you know, when you guys come here, your dance card is always full. I never really get to hang out with you guys. I did a little bit when we got Troy in studio. We'll see if we can't do that again next time you guys are up here. That was really great. Tobach Castro's in the house. The man, the myth, the legend. He's in demand. He's going to be Tinian bound, it sounds like, also. Luisa, good morning. My gosh, I hope this rain doesn't get too crazy. Zoom, good to see you. Good morning to you, too. Luisa says, hey, if you're not doing anything, stroll up to Capitol Hill Ball Field tonight for some softball action and to see and support the 670 Magus Babes as they fundraise for Labor Day Washington. They'll have hot dogs and other goodies for sale. You know, oh, man, my wallet's in the other room. I have my little ticket that I got when I saw them at the gym just the other night. So I bought my ticket. I've got it. Oh, man. I want to show you. Anyway, so that's what's going on. One Hooker, good morning. Thanks for tuning in this morning. The Candid team, again, love seeing you guys. So great here. The glue is not gluing. Yeah, hold on to your eyelashes. It's got to be like that. Look, it looks like my hair is blown back already. Whew. That's what happens. You sleep on it funny, and that's what you get. But didn't you shower? I did shower. This is what it looked like after the shower. I feel, what cartoon character is that has that just blown back right there? I feel like I'm in one of those Michael Jackson videos where the fan is just blowing you backwards, you know? You're just, oh! Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. All right, maybe it's because I got coffee. Let's take a sip of that coffee. Black Rifle coffee coming on strong this morning. Anyway, We got a great day ahead. In about 10 minutes, we're going to have the folks from the ESGR. That's the employer support of the Guard and Reserve. They're going to be in the studio here soon. We just were at the governor's office yesterday where they did a proclamation signing for ESGR week. And what is ESGR? Well, these guys celebrate the employers that take care of folks who are in the Guard or Reserve. So they're serving our nation by serving the folks who are serving our nation. You know, when a lot of guys get deployed, it would be difficult for an employer to keep that job open for them, right? Well, they have to, because up to 5 years, because if you can't lose your job because you're serving your country. And organizations like the ESGR not only celebrate the employers who are great with their soldiers, sailors, airmen, seamen, and spacemen, whatever the Space Force is, space cadets, sure, that's great. But they make sure that they celebrate the ones who take care of those folks, and they also help advocate on behalf of the service members. So in case they lose their positions and all that stuff, we got a great organization here and in Guam that takes care of all of us. So it's great stuff. Let's see, what else? So they're coming in here in just a little bit. We're looking forward to having them in here. You know what else we're looking forward to? A nice day on the roads. Because when it's rainy like this, you never really do know what you're going to get. And today is no different, but it looks pretty nice out there right now. We're looking live at traffic over there by AMP. It is pretty good. I mean, like, it's green in every direction. You got to love it. This is not going to last, guys. Enjoy it while you can. This is what you get while school is out. You get nice rides into work. Oh, my God. Look at that. All the way down Middle Road. Sure, it's slowing down a little bit by the light in Gualarai. Is that even a bad thing? We're looking at both. Okay, Gualarai is starting to slow down. Once you start getting over there by Pizza Hut and the, which, again, Godfather's is the home for the best pizza in the CMI, right? Hands down, hands down. But anyway, you keep going down by the Shell station. It slows down a little bit, but not too bad. A little touch and go over by Transamerica as you're getting closer to Quartermaster Road, but it's not that bad either. We're going to get all the way down, make our way down Beach Road. Oh, it starts slowing down when you get to the intersection that matters at the place where connections matter at IT&E. It is definitely slow over there. You could be avoiding all of that traffic right now if you were taking the blue line at Transit CNMI. Did you know that? And it's not expensive either. You could be saving yourself a ton by doing that. Well, anyway, let's keep going and look at all these other guys who are driving around on Beach Road. The old AK intersection doesn't look too bad. However, we're actually going backwards in time. What happened? That's what happens when you click on the top button there. All right, here we go. We're going to keep moving up. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Thank you, traffic. Anyway, we're going to keep going all the way down. Beach Road looks really mighty fine. When you pass by DPS, you can see a little bit of slowdown as you get closer to that Joe 10 intersection. It's not that bad, though, folks. Don't worry about it. As you round the corner by Saipan Community School, it's a little bit of a slowdown as you're making your way through Susupi. Folks who are trying to get north, a little bit slow all the way by the post office. Folks getting hung up on that traffic light, but when you finally get all the way down to Chalumpiao, it is golden. And then checking up by Guangdong Hardware, it is a little bit slower for folks trying to make their way up the hill, but by some kind of magic, Chalmon Senior Martinez looks good all the way through. My goodness, how is this possible? No school. I'm telling you, no school. Make it like that all year. There's a little slowdown over by Maddie's Barbecue, probably because like those cartoon fingers that lure you in when you could smell it on the air. Oh my goodness, that is Maddie's Barbecue. Ooh, we got some little red lines going on over there by the Iglesia Church intersection at Shell Dandam. A little bit slow there, but not too bad. Let's just take one quick look around the back of the island. Oh my God, something is going on over there in San Vicente because it is slow as molasses from San Vicente Elementary School, where it's not open right now, all the way backed up to the turn for Lau Lau Bay. So folks, if you're coming down Capitol Hill, the back way, you're coming down Issa Drive, you are going to be in for a little bit of a delay over there between the San Vicente Elementary School and the Lau Lau Bay Drive. Maybe there's an accident or something happening over there, but it is definitely slow. Let's go around Easter Drive to the back end of the island. So far, so good. Even getting through the Rodeo Drive area of the CNMI. That's right. That's the area, the big shopping area. The Beverly Hills of the CNMI when you get up to New Sarah Market, Capitol Hill Market, and Zen U. It's actually looking pretty good over there. Let's get down the hill over there by Ina's Kitchen, looking mighty fine. And it's tasting mighty fine over there, Ina's Kitchen, too. My God, everything they have over there is great. I just discovered their chowder. Man, their soup is amazing. I didn't have any idea how good it was going to be until I ordered it last week. And now I got to get it every time I get in there. Well, that's your first look at traffic here in the morning. And I'll tell you what, it's a great way to do it. And you can avoid all that mess by just going to Transit CNMI and getting yourself some tickets and hopping in on the blue line and get yourself around the CNMI. It's a great way to do it. And our public transportation, why? You know, it's so funny that this came up yesterday the same way. One second. It's a great way to get around, and it's great that we have this kind of thing. And, you know, it's only going to continue to grow. It's going to go to Tinian. It's going to go to Rhoda. And you're not going to be able to take a bus from Saipan to Tinian and then Saipan to Rhoda. Not going to happen. But you will be able to get public transportation at all of those locations. And that's the cool thing that's coming up. The other one is that while you're sitting there waiting to find out where the bus is, well, you can actually see where the bus is. It's a true story. You can find out exactly where the bus is. At Transit CNMI, they have a live tracker where you can see exactly where the bus is. So you know wherever you're waiting, whatever stop you're at, you're able to say, hey, do I have to wait a lot longer for this thing to get here or what? No, hold on, we're gonna show it to you here in just a second. As soon as it full screens us, blue. And maybe it will. Maybe it'll work out exactly like it's supposed to. But here's the good thing. If you want to get somewhere, it's only $2 to get anywhere you want to go. Now, that's a one-way ticket. You got to pay to get back, too. But the one-way fare is great. No stops at all. And or only one stop. You get to where you want to go from one stop to the other stop. But it's only $1 if you're a student, a veteran, if you're active duty military, you're a senior citizen, not a senior Simpson, like Homer's dad, and individuals with disabilities. You all pay just half of the regular rate. Not bad at all. Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. And on the weekends and the holidays, they're getting those guys off a little bit earlier, 6:30 to 8. That's a good deal. Anyway, when you do hop on, they're asking you to get exact change for that. So make sure you're aware of that. Don't go in there without exact change. Otherwise, you're going to be hurting a little bit. They can't make change for you. I don't know why. I just know that that's how it works. It's cool, though. I love it. There we go. Let's see. What do we got? No way. I love it. Tobot Castro, dude, you are just a freaking man. I love that message. That is awesome. Hey, good morning, Melvin. Thanks for tuning in. Carmen, Halfa D. Buenas. Thanks for coming in. Eric Mofnas in the house. Really great to see you. Oh, yes, Luisa, speaking of pizza. If you guys got baseball, yeah, I saw Scotty. He's like, all you got to do is let me know when you need it. All right, so when do you need it? That's the question. When do you need that pizza? And we'll get it. We'll get it. I just haven't been able to get down there to actually drop it off. But they are 100% wanting to get you pizza. Hold on. There we go. They are 100% wanting to get you pizza for baseball. And I am here for it. What's going on? Here we go. That's why. All right, so anyway, let's start getting to it. Our folks are going to be walking in just about any minute, and they're going to be talking about all this good stuff about the employee support of the Guard and Reserve. Yeah, it's true. I was trying to get this one on here for you. There is just a little bit of a delay as it's coming in from, here we go, as it's coming in from the YouTube. But where are you? That's what I'm looking for. Finally. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Here you go. This is what the live tracker looks like for Transit CNMI. If you pull it up on your phone, you can see exactly where the buses are. So there's the northbound bus and the southbound bus, and they got a couple that aren't in service. They're just kind of waiting to swap out with the other one. So they got it like pre-positioned and ready to go. Isn't that the best planning? I'm telling you, we got the best planning. They don't have to wait for a new one to come all the way from lower base. Our guys got it handled. We got great public transportation. You guys should totally check it out. Yeah, oh, birthday shout out to Eric's son, Eric Jr. He says, have a blessed and wonderful birthday filled with love, happiness, and joy. God bless you, son. Enjoy your day. Wow, that's wonderful. Happy birthday, Eric Jr. I hope this one is your best birthday yet, and it's going to be a great one. And hey, you can go anywhere you want to go if you if you do your birthday over with the folks at Coda. You got to. It's not a bad idea at all. All right, hey, we're going to take a real quick break to get our guys all set up over here. When we come back, we should have a happy group of ESGR folks on the screen with you. We'll be right back. Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Aw, they got rained out. But no worries. The 23rd Annual Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament has been rescheduled to Saturday, August 9th. Same great course at Laulau, same great format, Blackjack Double Peoria, and same great price, only $130. Sign up today for your chance to win some awesome hole-in-one prizes. A 2026 Kia Sportage from Jotun Motors, a 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SE from Triple J Motors, a 2025 Toyota Tacoma 4x4 TRD from AK Toyota, $5,000 from Pacifica Insurance, and another $5,000 from Marpac, both on hole number 7. And of course, you got our optional play. And at the awards luncheon raffle, Jeju Air and T-Way tickets, hotel room stays, dinner out, and more. Oh, so much more. Join us to support the Commonwealth Cancer Association at the Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament, now on August 9th.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. Democratic lawmakers have prevented the Texas House from moving forward with a redrawn congressional map backed by President Trump. Governor Greg Abbott.
Our fellow Texans are being let down and not getting the flood relief they need because these Democrats have absconded from the responsibility, and I believe they have forfeited their seats in the state legislature because they're not doing the job they were elected to do.
He spoke to Fox News Channel's America's Newsroom. Yolanda Jones is one of the Texas lawmakers who left. She spoke in New York.
We had 3 sham hearings with no maps, where people were forced to testify that they were neutral on the maps because of our processes, when actually, I would say about 99.9% of the people were against it.
Mike Kempen has news of a labor action against aircraft maker Boeing.
About 3,200 workers at Boeing facilities in St. Louis, St. Charles, Missouri, and Muscoda, Illinois have gone on strike. The International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers says the employees rejected a modified 4-year labor agreement.
The State Department's proposing requiring applicants for business and tourist visas to post a bond of up to $15,000. Lisa Dwyer has details.
The department says it will start a 12-month pilot program for countries deemed to have a high overstay rate and deficient internal document security controls. The proposed program would begin in just a little over 2 weeks. Affected countries will be listed once the program actually takes effect. The bond would not apply to citizens of countries enrolled in the visa waiver program and could be waived for others depending on an applicant's individual circumstances. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
And Brazil's Supreme Court has ordered house arrest for former President Jair Bolsonaro. He's on trial for an alleged coup plot. This is AP News. Seth Sutel has the AP Markets Report.
Stocks rallied on Wall Street, winning back most of their sharp loss from last week. The S&P 500 jumped 1.5%, its biggest gain since May. The Dow climbed 585 points, about 1.3%. The Nasdaq rose 2%. Gains for Tyson Foods and other companies helped offset a drop for Berkshire Hathaway. The upcoming week may have fewer fireworks than last week, when a report showing a surprising amount of weakness in hiring over the past few months sent stocks sharply lower. Seth Sutel, New York.
And Tesla's given Elon Musk a stock grant of about $29 billion. The company says it's a reward for years of transformative and unprecedented growth. It also notes Musk has not been paid in years because his 2018 compensation package had been rejected by a Delaware court. Musk's recent foray into right-wing politics has hurt Tesla's sales, profit, and stock price. There's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
Welcome back, Marianas. All right, so good stories. I said it's so bad. I'm looking at this video that someone sent us. I love watching those fake commercials. They definitely make me laugh. Like for stupid things, like Shane Gillis did one he was like, oh, I'm feeling run down, and I was getting irritated at home all the time, and then went to my doctor who just prescribed me a couple of beers, and anyway, so that was the ad. This other one is for this new product called Comply. I'm telling you, this is such a bad commercial. It's funny and terrible at the same time. Anyway, so let's get into this. Speaking of funny and terrible at the same time, I will share with you guys a couple of old commercials that somebody sent me. They sent me the link for it, anyway. And here it is. Hold on.
Talk from PTI.
PTI has push-to-talk now?
Yeah, and we got the lowest rates in the CNMI. Surf the web for free and get unlimited push-to-talk for just $25 a month. And get a second account for just another $5 a month. That's 2 accounts for just $30 a month.
Add additional accounts for only $14.95 a month.
And now when you buy one PTI push-to-talk phone, we'll give you another W385 for free. Push-to-talk from PTI, your connection to the world.
Oh my goodness, I know. And you think that one's bad, I'm telling you. Oh, geez, hold on. If you think that one's bad, and again, it is, we ended up getting a couple other ones. You know, we. It's all because we're looking for a video for one of our former coworkers, Carlos Camacho out of Guam, and finding our old IT&E videos. And then Norman Del Rosario, he's like, oh, dude, we also have an old PTI channel. I'm like, no. So we had some good bangers for sure. I know. Who is that guy? Is right. You think that's right. Here's another one. This one might not be as bad. That one was the best, though.
Combine the speed of EVDO and the mobility of your laptop with a PTI Air Card. Turn your laptop into a mobile office or connect with friends and family around the world
also
at
the
lightning
technology
fast speeds
difference.
from anywhere in the CNMI. EVDO means that you get up to DSL speeds on your laptop without needing a Wi-Fi hotspot, even when the power's out. Sign up for a 1-year contract today for only $39.95 a month, and we'll even give you the Air Card for free. On-the-go DSL from anywhere in the CNMI. Only from PTI, your connection to the world.
Your connection to the world. Oh my gosh. I mean, really, just wild. Yeah, I know. That's a follow-up. That's a Palau podcast that they got that comes up after. All right, this will be the last one. But I love it because of the old technology, right? And you're seeing, like, the old phones. I mean, that was the Air Card that you would slide into your laptop. Remember EVDO and all that other stuff? It was really pretty cool. Well, anyway, here's this next one.
Are you in the network?
I'm in the network.
I'm in the network.
I'm in the network.
PTI has the CNMI's largest and most dependable cellular network. Choose from our trusted CDMA and GSM networks and enjoy special pricing on incoming calls. PTI has the only 24-hour on-island customer service, and our low rates, superior coverage, and unmatched quality set PTI a level above. That's why at PTI, it pays to be in the network.
Wow. Holy memory lane, Batman. I mean, that is just wild that that those things have resurfaced on the interwebs. I had forgotten all about them. I'm so glad that Norman sent me the link to the PTI channel. PTI, your connection to the world. I loved it. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, and so just even coming up with those commercial ideas, like the whole thing, and then, you know, coming up with the storyboard for him, and then sitting there with the guy who produced it, and then just like over his shoulder forever. You know, he would put together the basic stuff, and then afterwards, like, all these little refinements and stuff like that. But all those graphics, him burning the midnight oil to put that stuff together, Jerry just killed it with those ads. And that was a lot of fun. Back in the day, God, there was a promo for those things too that was there that I can't find the main commercial. The only one that pops up is the teaser ad for that EVDO when it was coming to the CNMI. And I remember we ended up getting the, gosh, who was the guy? Oh, it was Shane Yamada, where we had the Kelvin Fittiel was coming out as the security for him. We had that big Hummer limo that was coming up around. And but that Shane, I believe it was Shane, was our guy who was our superstar who was coming out of the car when they opened them up. I know. It says, man, those flip phones were the business, though. I felt so cool with mine. I like the flip phone. No pocket dials. Nothing. Like, all of a sudden, I wouldn't be standing in line at the bank and, like, the next video pops up on my phone or something like that. It was great. Oh, man, I know I showed you guys our 2012 promos. When do you guys remember when 2012 the movie came out and everything? I know I'm pretty sure I showed you guys. All right, let me just see if I can pull it up real quick. What was that? 2012 Saipan. Let me just see if I could search it that fast or if I really got to look it up. Oh my gosh. No, but the stuff that just popped up is like, holy crap. All right, hold on. Let me find it. Let me just see if I can find it really, really quick. That's funny, too. Oh, dude, seriously? All right. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so it turns out there are more videos of me with phone stuff. I'm not going to play all those right now. Oh, my gosh. Well, I thought this would be easier to find. Turns out, no. Excuse me. It turns out, no. I can't explain the coughing either. But hold on. Just trying to see if I can find it real quick. No. All right, well, I'm not going to waste any more time looking for it. It just seems to be taking me way longer. This is a BlackBerry commercial. It can't be good.
When it comes to mobile data, there is no comparison. IT&E is the CNMI's fastest and most reliable data network. Our CDMA network is the only one that features 3G EVDO with separate channels for voice and data. The other guys use only one channel, which causes drop calls and slow speeds. That's why our phones and air cards are up to 10 times faster than anyone else's. And only IT&E can power your BlackBerry to its full potential. Go from slow to EVDO today and experience the difference with IT&E.
Oh, man, I remember getting the voices from Guam, though. That's Kai the Panay.
When it comes to mobile data, there
here's
is
the
no
other
comparison. IT&E is the CNMI's fastest and most reliable data network. Our CDMA network
Daddy
is the
Long
only
Legs.
one that features 3G EVDO with separate channels for voice and data. The other guys use only one channel, which causes drop calls and slow speeds. That's why our phones and air cards are up to 10 times faster than anyone else's. And only IT&E can power your BlackBerry to its full potential. Go from slow to EVDO today and experience the difference with IT&E.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, you gotta love the old technology. That's the big hit. Speaking of big hit, he was in a lot of those commercials too that we ended up having. I can't believe it. Well, I'm done with the retro memory lane on the commercials and everything like that. And we talk about some of the stuff that are making the local headlines for us today. You know, we mentioned this yesterday. But we didn't talk about it too much because we didn't have the confirmation. But we finally did get the confirmation about the United States Air Force airman who passed away in Tinian, and we got more details about it. It's really sad because she was out snorkeling at Chulu Beach on Tinian, and it happened pretty early. In the afternoon, and just had a tough time getting in, ended up drowning, and she was pronounced dead when she got to the hospital, and it's just awful. Tinian Health Center. Then we found out another detail about that. She was out there, and it was her birthday. Like just the absolute worst news. This is someone who's based out of Guam with the Red Horse Battalion, the construction engineering unit, and just the saddest day for someone who's out there enjoying the beaches in Tinian on a beautiful day. And I'll tell you what, the water was rough. When we were there the same day, and we went to Taga Beach just to show our visitors what it looks like. And Taga Beach, even though it looked kind of nice and calm, when you got up to the beach and you saw, like, you know how there's that sandy part and then you go in, that sandy part was getting some pretty good waves. I'm like, holy cow. I mean, this got to be high tide and rough seas. Well, I can't imagine. We drove past Chulu Beach that afternoon also. We just didn't go to the beach. We drove past it on our way back around after all those sites up north. And, you know, we didn't notice any of that stuff, and just a real shame. They didn't release the name of this airman, but yeah, it doesn't really matter because, you know, we weren't going to announce the name anyway until they notified the next of kin and everything. But it's just a tragedy up there at Chulu Beach, you know, and it's just really sad stuff, and feel terrible for her. So, and for the family, that when you're out there deployed doing some work, and that happens. Speaking of Northfield and everything that's going on in Tinian, we are reaching out to the folks from the military as well about getting an update on everything that's happening up there at Northfield. When we drove around Northfield a couple days ago, holy smokes, is it different. Like, it looks like amazing compared to what it used to look like. I mean, like, all that stuff where you used to get the redneck racing stripes because all the trees would be like scraping up against your car. Not anymore. It is wide open. Runway Able is the best it's looked since World War II. I mean, like, it was overgrown. There were trees on it. There was all kinds of rubble, you know, the breaking away of the runway and everything. It's still going to be redone, but right now it looks good. Like, it really looks amazing. And we'll show you some more footage of that, but I could not believe it. I mean, I was just honest to God shocked. I don't know if I took, so like the video that I got from the air and everything was fine, but but being down there on the ground, I don't think I shot any video of it while we were driving because I was I was talking with the guests that we had and explaining a bunch of stuff to them too. But wow, man, I'm telling you, the Runway Able, and that thing is going to be looking really good. They're going to be resurfacing it and everything, redoing it, and that's what we're looking for, to get the interview with the folks from the military to tell us all about that. So we reached out, and we're going to hopefully hear back from them soon so we can get a really good interview and get a real update on everything that's happening up there. And the other thing is, if you've been to Tinian and you've gone up north, you know some of the roads are a little sketchy, right? I mean, they're roads that are 80 years old or 81 years old this year because they're still left over from the CBs. I know the mayor's office and MVA over the years have done a little bit here and a little bit there by filling in coral, but I'm telling you, there are stretches of it that's just new pavement, or, you know, new blacktop and everything. It's incredible. So it is really awesome to see what some of it looks like, and I know that they're going to end up doing some more to improve the rest of the roads that are up there. I know with a lot of the construction that's gone on, the folks in Tinian have said that, like, some of those bigger vehicles have really chopped up some of those roads pretty good. So look forward to see when they get replaced or upgraded or redone, reconditioned, rehabilitated, because getting around up there, man, I'm telling you, like, getting around to, just think about it. If you've ever been to those runways up north and you've been to the blowhole, right? When you are taking that road up north and you pass Chigat, and then you would take a right to go to the blowhole, but then you would take a little bit further, you would go left to go up to the runway. That's all blacktop. That you used to have to, it was sketchy getting up there, depending on what kind of rental car you had and everything, rutted out if it was the really rainy season. And nope, it is a road and it is wide. I mean, you can easily get through there. There's no trees all creeping in on you or anything. It is all wide open, guys. It is all wide open and looking pretty good. And it's only going to keep getting more improved. They're doing some work at the bomb pits right now. They're laying down some aggregate. That's the local side, and then they're also going to be redoing for tomorrow's ceremony. When we went up there, the bomb pits don't have any signs in them. At least they didn't yesterday, the day before, because they took them all down. The easels are still in there, those giant tall easels, and they are replacing all of them. So tomorrow, what they were thinking about doing, actually, those mock-ups that they have for the Fat Man and the Little Boy, they had considered putting them in the bomb pits underneath those glass caps, right? They said, no, that's going to be a little bit too hard. Plus, that stuff's going to be heavy. How are we going to do this? So this is maybe not a good plan. So they opted to not do that. They're going to leave those things that are in place. They're like, hey, these things weathered Super Typhoon U2, so let's just leave them where they're at. And but they are going to replace those pictures in there, and then but they'll have the mock-ups of the Fat Man and Little Boy up there for people to see. We're going to have photos and videos and everything for you tomorrow, and that'll be pretty cool. Juan says, is it a permanent facility or just for temporary training activities? Depends on what you're asking about. Oh, Zoom says, you won't believe it, but I actually got lost looking for a bomb pit on Tinian. No, I can believe it. I can totally believe it. You know, there's so much more up there than I discover new things about Tinian all the time when I go up there. But I think I started going to Tinian in March of 2003. That was my first trip. And I did all the touristy things, saw all those historical sites and everything. But I want to say it was like 2017 when I found the fuel depot. This massive thing that is incredible to look at. I had not seen it. I must have driven past that spot a million times. And now it's a must-see. I got to take everybody there every time I go there because it's incredible. Randy, good morning. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Ignacio said, yes, please, would love to hear from JRM if they come to your show. Yes, that's another one. So there's a couple different things. So not just that I was going to ask for an update on everything that's happening over there, but getting a real deal update about everything else that they're doing, all the other plans that are coming our way. Juan says, will there be a permanent base on Tinian where troops live and train all year? So no, it won't be a permanent base, like where there's like regular folks that are stationed there. But it is going to be one of those things where it's a training center, essentially, right? That when people aren't training, then they're not living in Tinian for it. But there will be people there who are charged with the maintenance of those kind of facilities too. Just like the divert airfield, right? They're not just gonna leave it for like tumbleweeds to go roll across it, but there's not gonna be a full-on basing of permanent stuff, permanent folks there, like a whole unit. But when you fly in, by the way, and that is really taking shape too. The divert airfield, the apron is laid down already, and then they're going to start building the structures. You can see where the fuel tanks are starting to get put in there. The fuel pipeline from the port all the way up to the divert area, that's all done. Excuse me. And they're going to start putting up the structures soon. So that part, like those buildings, will be permanent, but they're not going to be people there all the time. Juan says, got it, thanks, though not like Anderson. No, it's not going to be like Anderson Air Force Base at all. But, so what it's designed for is that in the event that something happens to Anderson Air Force Base and they aren't able to land planes and refuel them from there, some of this info is old. I haven't looked at the stats again, but like, the fuel storage up there is supposed to be pretty massive, like 1.6 million gallons that they're going to have up there by the airport. That's a pretty considerable amount of fuel, right? And that's so that they can do the tankers and they can refuel the refuelers from there, like the aerial refuelers. And of course, when people are flying around, they want to land on a friendly spot right there. That's it. I mean, they're going to be able to take off and then do maintenance right there. And when they have the exercise, for Tinian, it's going to be like a ship visit, right? So like when we have ship visits, we get those destroyers that come in here. About 300 folks come in, give or take. And they're in town for a few days. Those guys are in town for fun, right? It's a liberty call. They get to go out, spend a whole bunch of money, woo, and then go back on the boat and go. When the folks come in for the training for their exercises in Tinian, they're going to be there for a couple of weeks, and hopefully they'll have some time off to go and do some other fun stuff too. But I know for sure it's not going to be like Anderson Air Force Base. It says hopefully it won't be another Red Hill underground tank spill. So initially the plan was to have those tanks underground, and then they changed it to above ground tanks. Yep, they're totally doing it differently. That's a good thing to consider for sure. I know. What else do we got? Mariano, good morning. Great to see you too. And Pilling. I got a feeling, ooh, Maggie, good morning. Great to see you, Matt Peeling. He's like, I feel like a blowtorch, hot and sexy today. I'm so hot the sun is like snow against me. Peeling, you are the man, dude. You are the man. You are a ray of sunshine on the cloudiest of days. It is great to see you. All right, there's a lot of stuff in the news today. Yeah. You know, all right. We have, this is something, I don't know that it's like a crazy big story. It's just one of those, I'll give you like a little inside baseball kind of stuff to tell you about it. But the DPS, they lost their PIO again. They finally got one. So, by the way, you know, you guys know Simon Manikop, right? By the way, if you're working for DPS and your name is Manikop and you do as well as he does, they should change his last name to Man What a Cop because he's awesome. Anyway, so not only does he have his regular duties, but he's the one they go to when they don't have a PIO, a public information officer, and he has to automatically fill that role. He's that utility player within DPS to do all that stuff. So after a long time, Adrian Pangilinan, I really like him. He's a great communicator, and I really like the way he handles himself and the way he speaks with folks. I think he's like a perfect fit for this kind of job. So he used to be with DPS, and he left for the hospital, and he was doing some stuff over there. Well, DPS finally got to have a PIO when Dre came back. And I'm like, all right, good. Simon can do his regular job and relax a little bit. Nope, he's back. Simon is back as the temporary, he's the TPIO. And while they're working to bring someone else in, somebody else who is coming in will be another familiar face that I'm excited to see. But it's a shame because, you know, we only got to work with Dre for just a little bit when he came back. And, but we wish him all the best going back to CHCC. You know, so good luck, Dre. Good luck in your next spot. It was fun to work with you for like 2 weeks. It felt like. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? You know, you got another offer. You're going over there. So, you know, good luck with your next stop. I was excited to see it. To see how this, you know, that relationship grows. And that's one of the things about interacting with PIOs from different agencies, right? So you're managing all these different personalities, you're managing all these different relationships, and you have to communicate with people a little bit differently. And, you know, you have to learn their love language, you know, and what works with everybody. And so that's what I like when you have someone who is that public information officer who is really engaging, and they give you a lot of back and forth. And then when you can develop some trust with them, so you can have some other kind of conversations like, hey, I'm not going to put this in the paper, but, or hey, I'm not going to put this on the page, but hey, I'm not going to put this on, you know, but what's the deal with this? You know, like getting that little insight to give you context to the stories that you're doing, right? You know, the context really, really helps. And that's why the relationship's important. So when you got somebody who's comfortable dealing with the media, then it really is great because it helps us put everything together and gives us a better, more well-rounded story. So looking forward to it. Then the guy who's coming back, I'll just wait. But he's a familiar face in those DPS circles. And I just like this guy. I really like this guy who's coming back. So we'll get all that info. Man, that air freshener stuff. I think that's what's making me cough. I'm getting that strong dose of it right now. Holy cow. Man, it's like going Oba. It is a little bit too strong this morning. I can't handle it. That's what it is. I have identified the problem. All right. Ooh, we got to see if we can get these guys in there next week. Yes. Hey, we did get this. This is a promotion from, we got this sent out as a press release yesterday. We were one man down yesterday, so couldn't get it out. We're going to post it today, though. But there are new flights, and you'll see them on that little corner up there, too, connecting the CNMI. Micronesian Air Connection Services, they are announcing a Saipan to Guam route and Guam to Rota route, and vice versa, round trip. And you can book those flights through them online right now at flymax.com. It's on there. The folks from Max are pretty excited about all this stuff too. We're going to try to get them on to talk about it, but they just started launching the route on July 28th, so it's just a few days old. And with those planes, it says the expanded service provides greater flexibility and convenience for travelers across the region, reinforcing Mac's commitment to enhancing inter-island connectivity for both residents and visitors. Passengers can now enjoy more accessible and dependable travel options between these key destinations with seamless online booking. And their quote is, "We're excited to expand our service and give our customers more options for regional travel. The new routes are part of our ongoing effort to connect the islands and provide convenient access for family, business, and leisure travel." And you can book them at flymax.com. We'll pull up that website here in a minute. But it's really interesting. The guys from Ray, spoilers. Ray Gibson was talking about it on their show this morning before we started ours. I know they start at 6. Should we start at 6 o'clock in the morning? Oh, God, sounds awful. I know. But they were talking about it because of the rates that are there. And they were getting all excited. They're like, ooh, how much is it? Well, that's the website right there. But if you look at the flights, let's take a look. This is just whatever the regular rate is, so you can see them. And you can do it all for yourself online, too. But there's the Saipan to Guam, Saipan to Rota, Rota to Saipan, Rota to Guam, Guam to Saipan, and Guam to Rota, right? So if you say you want to fly from Saipan to Guam, you pop up, and here's the rate that they've got as I click on it. At least I thought I did. And now I clicked on it. So if you're just a regular fare is $239. If you're Monamco, it's $229, $10 bonus. So that's one way. Don't get too excited. That's one way. It looks like today that flight's already booked, but they've got a wait list time at 1:45. So that's pretty cool. So that's not going Saipan to Rota and then Rota to Guam. That's Saipan to Guam. So round trip at that, if you're just paying the regular rate, what is that, about $480, $479, or $478? Fine, you got me. But that's what it is. And so it takes about an hour to get there. It says the scenic flight lasts about 50 to 60 minutes, combines comfort and performance at cruising speeds of up to 186 knots. That's 214 miles per hour. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. We took the flight to Rota when they did the media flight, and that was cool. Tobot says it's almost the same as United's price, but allowable check-in bags limited to 30 pounds only. Yeah, but you know what? You can get around that just by eating more food, and then you can eat as much as you want and bring it on you. Yeah, well, anyway, but that's it. That's what that deal is. What about Rota? That's what I want to look at. I didn't check out that one. Hold on, let me go back to it. I want to see what the Rota flight is. They're not doing Tinian, at least not yet. But they are doing that. So that's the Guam. Let's see. What's Saipan to Rota run these days? All right, so that's it. $139 around each way for adults and children. Monamco's, $19 less, only $120. So pretty decent deal to get to Rota. And that's a short flight, right? How long? Yeah, it says 40 minutes. So there you go. So that's the deal. They have launched it officially. And so now you've got more options when you want to get between. Tobot says you don't need a passport if you're traveling within the Marianas. Yes, that's a great point. What jump in and answer Zoom's question like right away. So I guess you don't need a passport to go to Guam, but you do need like a real ID, or you're going to need some kind of travel documents. I'm not sure if birth certificate counts. Can I fly without a passport? let's say domestically. It says, as of May 7th, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be real ID to board domestic flights. Bring an acceptable form of identification like real ID, valid passport, DHS trusted traveler card, or U.S. military ID to board your flight. So within the Marianas, you're good. I feel like, here, this is it. That's just at the checkpoint. I'll pull up the. Here, we'll go through this fun stuff together. So it says adult passengers 18 and older must show valid identification at airport checkpoints in order to travel. It says the list of acceptable IDs is subject to change without notice. Got it. All right, so real ID stuff. That's the stuff with the star. Except for ours, that doesn't seem to really work. That's one. A state-issued enhanced driver's license or enhanced ID. I don't believe we have that either. U.S. passport or the passport card. Great. Department of Homeland Security trusted traveler cards. That's Global Entry, Nexus, Sentry, Fast. That's one. U.S. DOD ID, including IDs issued to dependents. Permanent resident cards count. Border crossing cards count. Says an acceptable photo ID issued by a federally recognized tribal nation, Indian tribe, including enhanced tribal cards. An HSPD 12 PIV card. What the heck is that? I have no idea. Hold on. I'm going to copy it and we'll do a search for that. But foreign government issued passports, Canadian provincial driver's license. I'm looking for a birth certificate. Oh, your veteran health identification card counts. No kidding. The same card that I used to get into the troop store. U.S. Merchant Mariner credentials, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Employment Authorization Card, and the TWIX. That's so you can get into the ports and stuff like that. Transportation Worker Identification Credential, the Canadian part. But what the heck is this thing? So apparently that's the deal that you need to travel. But what is this thing? This sounds like... Here, Homeland Security Presidential Directive 12 mandates a standardized, secure, reliable form of identification for federal employees and contractors. Yeah, I had never heard of that because I'm not one of those guys, probably. But now you know. Good stuff. All right. I'm got to check you guys in the comments because you guys are talking about some stuff here. It says, or if the Air Force is considering opening an Air Force Reserve detachment on Tinian, that will be a foot in the door and have a small PX or gas station. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Dude, if we got having a small PX in Tinian would be great, but especially for all the service members up there. But a gas station, holy crap. Like, I would love if we could get a small gas station here, like for our troop store. I want to be paying that $2 a gallon gas that they got over there. $2 and change, right? Like that's going to be the game changer for me. If we could get that at the troop store, we've definitely communicated that to Joint Region Mariana, saying that would be something we would love to have. And I would tell you, I feel like if we got that, I would get more friends. I would have so many more friends if we got a gas station here, a military gas station, because my friends would want me to fill up their car, or they would be like, I would get a lot more fishing invites. Hey, Brad, can we fill up the boat? You can come fishing with us. Yes. Yeah, I mean, like, that sounds like a pretty good deal. So that sounds to me like I'm also going to eat more fish. So it's going to make me healthier. So getting a gas station in Saipan from the military would make me healthier. That's my convoluted way of getting to that point. That's it. So vote for the gas station. Bruce says, we were close with once with the last commanding general with the reserves. Man, I'll tell you, it is a regular point of conversation when we get with the veterans groups, with the folks that come in. We keep bringing that up and keep banging that drum. Because the prices for fuel here is kind of crazy. It doesn't follow the price of oil. It follows whatever they want to do with it. And so there's no way we should still be over $5 a gallon. There's no way. Because like even if you do it based on, you got this, yeah. Yes, we said fish. No, but like when I first got here, again, the gas here was $1.98 and $2.08 for a premium. And I thought that was crazy high when I got here. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, but that's back when I was buying fuel for like $1 maybe a gallon or less sometimes, right? Where a fill-up was $20. Remember the good old days? Well, I mean, and now it's 30 for the News Van at Justice. But back then, you know, the difference, you know, it was like maybe $1 more or something here for gas compared to what it was in the States, in the mainland. And now it's just outlandishly more. It's like a couple dollars a gallon more. And I know there's some craziness in California, but that's all because of taxes, right? Here we don't have a super high tax on our fuel prices, but they have it there. All right. Yes, that's a good idea. All right, we're going to take a real quick break. We come back, we're going to have more and your calls. Remember, phone lines are open, 789-2323. Be right back.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Aw, they got rained out. But no worries. The 23rd Annual Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament has been rescheduled to Saturday, August 9th. Same great course at Laulau, same great format, Blackjack Double Peoria, and same great price, only $130. Sign up today for your chance to win some awesome hole-in-one prizes. A 2026 Kia Sportage from Jotun Motors, a 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SE from Triple J Motors, a 2025 Toyota Tacoma 4x4 TRD from AK Toyota, $5,000 from Pacifica Insurance, and another $5,000 from Marpac, both on hole number 7. And of course, you got our optional play. And at the awards luncheon raffle, Jeju Air and T-Way tickets, hotel room stays, dinner out, and more. Oh, so much more. Join us to support the Commonwealth Cancer Association at the Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament, now on August 9th.
Get excited! sunshine in. Let the sun shine in. Got dreams to chase and a world to win. Turn up the radios, it's today. And let's dance through the day. Feel the vibe.
All right. Well, hey, it is 8:51 in the morning here on Tuesday. And, oh, my God, Norma's saying the gas over there on the East Coast is $2.45 a gallon. Can you imagine how great it would be? My gosh, like, I can't imagine. I'm paying $30 for a fill-up on the News Van of Justice right now. That would bring me down to probably around $15, $12 for a fill-up. Oh, my gosh. Game changer. Game changer. Anyway, it's a great morning over here in Saipan, and it's actually starting to rain behind us, so you can see how it's gotten a little bit shinier on the roads out there. Well, that's exactly what's going on. Anyway, while we were on the old day throwback videos, I found this little gem as well, and see if you can recall or if you recognize some of these faces. This is from Liberation Day in Saipan in 2007. Can you believe YouTube's been around that long? Anyway, here you go.
Things to do in Saipan, aside from your regular run-of-the-mill things to do at night, this is part of the Liberation Day Festival. Behind me you'll see a whole bunch of rides, but that are like something like from a lawn fete back in the state. But believe me, this is not a little carnival or a lawn fete. The actual island bought these rides from a circus that came through here, and they break them out every time it's Liberation Day time. Now we've already passed it, but this festival goes on for weeks, and sometimes they let it go for a couple of months just because it generates a lot of money throughout the community, gets business going, and it's a lot of fun. So this ride's about to get started, but that's not the only thing that there is to do out here. They have bands, they have concerts, there's bingo, and I'll show you that. We'll look at my other side of my shoulder here. This is bingo right behind me, massive bingo they call it. It's so popular, I have no explanation why bingo is so popular, but I know that it is. Back over here, again, you've got the octopus, one of the favorite rides out here. You can see the Ferris wheel going in the background. And whatever that is behind me now, it'll make you sick. I don't do it. So I'll give you a little tour around and show you what other things there are to do in Saipan.
$61. Under the eye, 30.
Sanchez right here taking video. What's up? Hey, tell me what you like about Liberation Day Festival.
Just getting together and partying.
Yeah. What's up? Just showing everybody all the food in Saipan. Hey. Be careful for this one. Okay.
throwback video, by the way. That is Windows Movie Maker at its finest. Holy cow.
You guys need to dance. Hurry up, that's Maru.
Oh, yeah, that was the end of this. Oh, my God, I forgot about that. Oh, my God. Vlogging days. Yeah, that's how I closed out that video. Holy crap, I did not remember that at all. That's awesome. That is just great. That was before we actually, like, had big, like, Facebook and all that other stuff. Holy crap, I can't believe it. That is just... that is the throwback of all throwbacks. Anyway, yeah, it was a good time. If those days at Liberation were so much fun. It's not like these aren't great, right? But man, seeing all those rides, the lights, the music, the people, the food, the shopping, the booths were great. Everything was great. Like, I love it. Maybe I was just looking at it through a different set of eyes. You know, the lens was a little bit different. Yeah, so the CNMI actually bought those rides. So they came in from a circus. And when the circus came in, they bought all those rides, I guess. But they kept them and they maintained them and they kept them containerized and all that stuff. But I think at one point, the maintenance became an issue and the insurance, I think, is the bigger one that became an issue. So I think the mayor's office ended up selling those things to somebody and they got shipped off somewhere else. Yeah, I remember that being a thing. You know, the insurance for that kind of stuff was kind of an issue. And I guess you think, how long would those things last out here anyway? Between the maintenance and all that, I forgot about those rides because when I was back home in May, I saw like that we would have all the churches. They would have all the, like the Catholic churches, they would have lawn fetes. And the lawn fetes were like our Liberation Day festival where you got all the rides, all the booths, it's that carnival atmosphere that's just like in the church parking lot. Only it was a big parking lot where you can get everything, or the school would have like a big lawn area, or the baseball fields or, you know, softball fields, and they would end up doing that. So they would have all that. And I saw that when I was back home, and I'm like, holy cow, I can't believe I used to get so excited for all those rides. So excited for all those rides. They were great. So, yeah, all right. Thank you, Joanne. That's great. Hold on. That sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. Thank you. So that was about the ESGR folks. So the ESGR folks are coming in today, but they were asking us to come in later. And I'm like, you know, the show ends earlier than when they want to come in. And also, I got my fam coming in that I want to go and see, that I haven't been able to see for like a week and a half. So I'm like, maybe we could do it in the afternoon or something like that. So now we're going to have the ESGR folks are going to be coming in on Friday. As a reminder, tomorrow we are going to have our show is going to be on the road. We're actually going to be at sea during that time. Because we are going to be going to Tinian for the 80th commemoration of the bombing of Hiroshima. So you'll see us tomorrow. You'll see us early on the boat, not in the studio. And then we'll be covering everything that's going on in Tinian all day. And then we'll be making our way back. Just not sure if we're going to get that room and then spend the night and then do the show at JC Cafe tomorrow morning. Wednesday morning, which I think would be a lot of fun, or Thursday morning. That would be cool. All right, but that's going to wrap us up. Hey, speaking of wrapping things up, the best way to wrap up a day and having some real fun, and I've been doing this, it's a big hit, is going to Godfather's Beach Bar. If you haven't checked out Godfather's Beach Bar, you're missing out. I mean, you've been to the Hyatt, and now it's the Marianas Beach Resort. Great spot, right? But they've got a brand new place out there that you guys can hang out and enjoy some beverages by the beach. And the prices are great. They're not like touristy prices. Check this out. They're open from 4 till close every single day. That's 7 days a week over at Godfather's Beach Bar. $20 for a bucket of beer. Now, it's not like a trough that you're like lapping up kind of bucket of beer. It's 5 cans, and it's $20. Bud Light, Budweiser, Ultra, Miller Lite, and Asahi. A bucket for $20. Smoking deal. You want to get a little fancier? You want to get yourself a Corona or a Heineken? It's $25 for that bucket. It's a good deal. And you're right there on the beach. Again, that's not a tourist price. That is a freaking great local price. How about draft beer? Do you like draft beer? They've got that too. It is $6 for a pint of Sierra Nevada. Oh my God. Or 805, Fat Tire, or Blue Moon. These are great prices for, like, they're affordable, like at the beach at a big property kind of price. It's not those disgusting like $10 drafts or something. $6 for your draft right there on the beach, Godfather's Beach Bar. It's the newest bar in Saipan. It's all built from scratch and it's pretty fancy. $6 for a draft, $5. Well, it works out to be $5 per beer or something like that for the Corona or Heineken. But the bucket of Bud, bucket of Bud Light, bucket of Ultra, bucket of Miller Lite, and a bucket of Asahi, $20. Man, great deal. And you get to hang out and enjoy it and relax. And you get to, they also have a whole lot of great food over there too. Godfather's Beach Bar, can't beat it. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the show with that. It's too early for us to go over there because it's not 4 o'clock yet. But I have confirmation. My family has landed, so I'm going to go and see them and be pretty happy about that. So you guys go see your families too. Enjoy working today. It's going to be another great one, believe it or not. If maybe it didn't start off the way you had hoped, but don't worry about it. The day can only get better from here. That's what life's all about, dealing with all those little bumps along the way. Well, we're going to bring you the latest update from the Associated Press before we go. But I want to wish you guys a great day, and make sure keep supporting our gov and our lieutenant governor. They're only a week and a half into their administration, and they need us. So they're just about 2 weeks into it. They're going to need our support, and we got a long way to go to get out of our current economic situation. But they're going to be working hard for us. So take care, guys. Here's the latest update from the Associated Press.
News, I'm Ben Thomas. At impasse in Texas over the redrawing of the congressional map. Jennifer King explains.
Dozens of Texas Democrats left the state and prevented their House of Representatives in Austin from meeting to do business as they try to prevent a GOP redistricting effort. President Trump wants Texas to change the map to add 5 more GOP-leaning House congressional seats before the upcoming midterms.
We're sounding the alarm, saying this is happening in Texas now, but it's coming to your state next.
Houston area State Representative Anna Hernandez was among the Democrats who went to Boston.
The policies that they have passed are unpopular, and they don't want to face the voters. They want to choose their voters by redrawing their maps.
The Republican-dominated House issued civil arrest warrants, and Governor Greg Abbott threatened the absent lawmakers.
Texans don't run from a fight.
In an interview for America's Newsroom on Fox News Channel, Abbott said the new maps would create districts where Hispanic Republicans who voted for Trump could have their voices heard.
Texans are being let down and not getting the flood relief they need because these Democrats have absconded from the responsibility, and I believe they have forfeited their seat.
I'm Jennifer King.
Attorney General Pam Bondi's ordered a probe into the origins of the Trump-Russia investigation. The move follows the release of documents aimed at undermining the legitimacy of the inquiry that established Moscow interfered in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. In New York, a judge has again refused bail for Sean Diddy Combs as he awaits sentencing. In Haya Panjwani reports crews are struggling to contain a Central California wildfire.
Hundreds of homes are threatened by a massive wildfire working its way through the Los Padres National Forest. The Gifford Fire spans more than 100 square miles of Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo counties. Authorities say just 3% of it has been contained. The blaze grew out of several smaller fires that erupted on Friday between Santa Maria and Bakersfield. More than 1,000 firefighters are working in hot and dry conditions, trying to make progress before sundowner winds whip up around dusk. I'm Haya Panjwani.
This is AP News. SpaceX delivered a fresh crew to the International Space Station over the weekend. Naren Kim has the story.
3, 2, 1.
The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched a day late from NASA's Kennedy Space Center due to bad weather.
Inside the capsule were 4 astronauts from the US, Russia and Japan who will spend at least 6 months at the orbiting lab, swapping places with their colleagues who've been there since March.
Crew 11 has arrived to the International Space Station.
This marks NASA astronaut and crew commander Zena Cardman's first flight into space.
This has been the absolute journey of a lifetime. We are so incredibly grateful to be here.
The crew was welcomed with cold drinks and hot food, and their arrival temporarily puts the ISS population at 11. While their flight was speedy by US standards, Russia holds the record for the quickest trip to the space station at just 3 hours. I'm Nayan Kim.
There's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
Aw, they got rained out. But no worries. The 23rd Annual Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament has been rescheduled to Saturday, August 9th. Same great course at Lau, same great format, Blackjack Double Peoria, and same great price, only $130. Sign up today for your chance to win some awesome hole-in-one prizes. A 2026 Kia Sportage from Jotun Motors, a 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SE from Triple J Motors, a 2025 Toyota Tacoma 4x4 TRD from AK Toyota, $5,000 from Pacifica Insurance, and another $5,000 from Marpac, both on hole number 7. And of course, you got our optional play. And at the awards luncheon raffle, Jeju Air and T-Way tickets, hotel room stays, dinner out, and more. Oh, so much more. Join us to support the Commonwealth Cancer Association at the Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament, now on August 9th.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no